truth tellers have always been the biggest at risk population in this country since the beginning, since the witch burnings, right?
Yeah.
Since the witch
Yeah.
burning, those were the
Yeah.
first truth tellers, and they were
Yeah.
burned at the stake. Those were smart
Well,
women. Those were smart
and
women that
I'm
intimidated people.
convinced they were the people with the medical knowledge, right? And the
Yes, no,
gossipers.
they were healing people.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
healing people.
All the
They were
healing
healers,
people.
and they had techniques that healed people. This is passed down shit, guys.
Mhm.
We are of the earth. We are of the earth. We are of
Yeah.
the earth. We're
Yeah.
of the earth.
Yeah.
What are we, like 80% water?
Yeah. And
That's
that's
insane.
also what drives me crazy about like conservatives who are against abortion is when you realize that abortion, the midwives have been performing, it's called like regulation of the menses. It's been performed for thousands of years.
What
It
is
is
that?
an
Tell me.
ancient regulation of the menses. So there's a technique where you can use your hands, you can use herbs to bring about menses. This isn't actually an abortion, right? But they didn't call it an abortion because it was before you would have to do it before the quickening. A quickening was referred to when you first felt a baby in your stomach, right? So you would bring about your menses, your menstruation through herbs and through like massages of the uterus, and these were actually abortions, but nobody would consider it an abortion because it wasn't considered a real baby until you could feel it inside of you, right? And then all of a sudden, like 30 years ago, abortion became a big hot topic because I think it's because conservatives or like a certain group of people they used it as like a single voting, like a single voting thing, right? It's like, vote for us because we'll get rid of abortion, right? Like, this is a big deal now that we can see the fetus or whatever. But it's like, you have to remember, for thousands and thousands of years, we've been practicing abortions on ourselves, right? It's like, there was in ancient Greece there's apparently a plant that was farmed out of existence because of its aborticide properties, right? It's like, this is ancient medical knowledge. This should be something that conservatives fight for. It's ancient knowledge that women and people have had forever. It's like, if you're fighting for bodily autonomy and bodily knowledge and the ability to use the earth to regulate your body, this is like something I'm so passionate about. I'm so angry. And
tell me more. I'm curious. The floor is yours. Go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so
I'm listening.
One of the earliest documents of like trying to get rid of abortion was actually because male doctors were in conflict with the female midwives who were the healers. And so how do you compete with women who are actually like the true healers and really healing people when you're trying to bring people in the hospital, but people keep dying, right? Women die in the hospital because the doctors weren't washing their hands. This is like 100 years ago, turn of the century. Doctors wouldn't wash their hands, so women would die in the hospital. So they needed a way to convince people to come into the hospital. And one of the ways they did that was jailing women who performed abortions.
Wow.
Right? This was like one of the first ways they were getting rid of female midwives, is outlawing abortion. So it's like, I mean, like on the flip side too, like, you know, I'm also anti-vax mandate. I've been saying this forever, anti-vax mandate and very pro-choice. And I'm angry at everyone all the time.
Yeah. Same. Listen. Yes. And only Lola, your butt is in everybody's way, honey. Come here. She's like, I want to be a midwife.
Yeah.
Listen. If you're not angry at the sides fighting each other because they think that they're right, you're wrong. If you're not looking at them and being like, wow, this is fucking bullshit, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong because this is I don't like to call names. I don't like to do that, but it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It's really
so beneath us.
Yeah.
It's so beneath our
Yeah.
intelligence. We are so much more intelligent than right, left, red, blue, black, white, gay, straight,
right.
and all vaxxed, unvaxxed. It's all
Yeah.
it's all and it's all play. These are all playing cards. These are all
Yeah.
playing cards that are just like, hey guys, let's abortion's illegal. Abortion's illegal. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. And then we're just rioting in the streets. We're eating this shit up. We're eating this shit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even think
Yeah.
the Twitter shit is part of it. I mean, I question everything.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I question everything.
I have to
it's
tell you
ridiculous.
something else that was crazy.
Tell me. I love this conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was on Twitter like yesterday, and I saw for the first time somebody made a post saying that all mass shooters have been on SSRIs.
What does that mean?
And I don't know if it's true, but it's like something that they wouldn't study. I mean, that's a conspiracy theory. But I was like,
what's an SSRI?
SSRI is serotonin. It's an antidepressant. It's essentially an antidepressant. Sorry, there's a lag, but
no, there's not. I'm just pausing. There's not.
Okay,
I'm just pausing.
Okay, it's essentially like an antidepressant, and if you look it up like online, there's already a side effect of suicidal thoughts in teenagers, and there's an idea that all the mass shooters were on SSRIs, so probably this is making people become more violent, making kids become more violent, right?
Would you say suicide by cop? Suicide by cop?
That's what I mean, right?
Bueller?
I don't know if this is true, but the thing that bothers me is it became a right-left issue, right? It became a right-wing conspiracy theory because Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted it or something like that. Like right-wing people tweeted it, so now it's a right-wing conspiracy theory, right? And it's like, when did the left become so trusting of pharmacy? Seriously? And then it's like, if you think about it, there's already a side effect of increased violence toward yourself. It's really not a hard leap to make that if you probably would see increased violence towards others. It is a mind-altering antidepressant. It's insane. And the fact that like I reposted it and I got so many like comments being like, well, they were depressed before. And it's like, I know that a lot of people are upset by this comment because they see it as a right-wing conspiracy theory. And I didn't know that until I went back and like researched like who else has said this. And I was like, holy shit, nobody wants to talk about it. It's a taboo topic now.
Well, this is going to be posted. I also
think that
I'm going to post this.
It's like a badge of honor if you're on antidepressants, because now you're a neurotypical, now you have a disability, now you get pitied.
You speaking tonight, girl. You got some shit to say.
I've had so much shit to say.
This has been kind of like waiting, hasn't it? This has been kind of
so angry.
Up.
Did you know that polyester underwear decreases sperm counts?
Wow.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with our entire world? We fucked up everything. I'm so mad. Like,
wow. She's speaking. You're right, Anna. Ajna. She's speaking.
I've just been like, ever since the vaccines, I've been obsessed with like looking at different health things, and I'm so angry about how many things are like that we're just allowing. Even the phone that I'm talking on is slowly killing me.
No. Sick people need assistance, right? Sick people need medicine. Sick people need they depend on something.
Sick people have wallets.
Yeah, sick people spend money.
Yeah, spend a lot of money. Yeah.